Python Programming 2022, brought to you by our YouTube channel Open Knowledge Share. In this session, let us discuss on setting up the Python environment. So there are many ways in how developers use the Python development environment. I personally prefer using Anaconda and Microsoft Visual Studio Code combination as my development environment. So in this session, let us see how to install them in a Windows PC. So firstly, let's see how to let's download Anaconda and then install it. So, if you go to this page, like the first result, so you see a download button here, but go to this get additional installers. So here you can see various variants from 32-bit, 64-bit, and for Mac OS Linux as well. So in the current system which I am using, it was Windows 64-bit system. So I'm going to click on this and download it. Okay, now a setup installer has been downloaded. So let's go there and install it. So here it is. I'm going to run it as an administrator. So we'll have to go next, and in case we want to read the agreements, you can read it and agree. So is it just for me or all the users? I'm okay to install it for all the users, so fine, and then just next. So it's going to take a while for it to install. So once it is done, it will be notified. So looks like our installation has been completed now. So let's click on next, and then so yeah, and you can uncheck these these are not needed and finish. So that is how we are going to install it. So now let's open our command prompt using cmd command. I have Windows R will open this run and command, and then from there you can put cmds where it will open it here. So now what we should do is if you see want to check if the installation has been successful or not. So we can do it by just using this Conda ---- version. So this should be showing the Conda version. So here we see we got an error message saying that Conda is not then recognized as internal or external command. So this is because our terminal is unable to find what is Conda. So for that reason, what we should do is add the Conda path in the environment variable. So Anaconda and Conda are the same. So what we should do is, you can search in the start menu for edit environment variables. So I have clicked on it. So let's see once it opens, what we should do is add the path of Conda installation. So within this in the system path. So here let's see. And also for that we need to go where the Anaconda has been installed. So for that reason, so I have searched for Anaconda, and you can see this Anaconda navigator. So right click on this and open file location. So and this is a start menu location. So this is again a start shortcut. So this is not the actual location. So again right click on it and then click on open file location. So you can see, so it has taken us to a folder C program data and Anaconda 3. So this is the path where the Anaconda has been installed. So what we should do is add the Anaconda path, this folder path, as well as the Conda bin folder path. So these are the two paths which are needed. And if you can see here, we are using Conda, right? So that is going to call this Conda. So for that reason, this path should be available. So add these paths to the environment variables now. So I have clicked on this system properties. Now here I can click on the environment variables. So now what you should do is go to the path, double click on it, and then here you can add these paths over here. So let me copy this, add new button, right? So click on new and you can paste it here, as well as the other one. You should also add this path. Let me do it. So yeah, and I prefer to move it all to the first part, making it more the preferable option in case of multiple Conda environments available, or maybe multiple Python installations available. So okay, I'm going to click OK and then OK again. So now I think like it should be available, but close this terminal and open a new terminal again, so that like these changes will be reflected over there. So now let's see Conda hyphen version. See, now we did not get any error message, and it is able to show the Conda version. It is like 4.2.12.0. So that is how, like, now we can say that the Conda has been installed. So now let's install the Visual Studio Code. Open the browser, download Visual Studio Code. So this is an open source tool like from the Microsoft. So this is again available in like Windows, Linux and Mac versions. So I'm going to install the use system installer at 64-bit. Okay, so you can see it is getting downloaded here. So yeah, so I'm running it as administrator. Accept. So okay, this is fine. You can directly click on next. So this is quite a handy tool, like for it's an IDE. You can not only for Python, you can also use it for programming in other languages as well. So let me launch Visual Studio Code here. Okay, so this is working. I prefer the dark code and mark all as done. Okay, so this is it. Like, so this is how like we are going to install Visual Studio Code. Virtual environments. Virtual environment is very useful for Python developers when we need to work on multiple projects at a time. So virtual environment would help in creating an isolated Python environment with the required package dependencies. So it is actually easy to create and manage virtual environments in Anaconda. So that was one of the primary reasons why I prefer Anaconda. So there is a documentation available for Anaconda for managing environment. So you go here in this page, there are various commands like which will help you to figure out like how to create an environment and even how to manage it and all. So let's do one of them. Let me try to create one of the Python environment now. So go to command prompt and then like here you can use the command which was in this documentation. So Conda create -n, and here we should be giving the name of the virtual environment. You can give the name to the virtual environment that you are creating. So let me give like OKS, which is Open Knowledge Share. So and Python equal to, so you can specify the Python version which you want to have for that virtual environment. So let me give like Python 3.8 and press enter. So then it's going to download all the required things, and it asks you confirmation S and type S actually. So you can see here these are the packages which it is going to download from internet and it will install in your machine. It has installed quite fast. So let's activate, like let's say you have installed the virtual environment. Now in case if you want to use it, like you should be running this command Conda activate and give the virtual environment name. In this case, like it is OKS in capital. So it is case sensitive, so you should be aware of like what is the name of the environment you have created. So and if you click on enter, so you can see there is a prefix before the path here. It was showing OKS, so now it means that you are within the OKS like virtual environment which you have created. So now like in case if you want to install any package of certain version, you can install it here. Pip, which is a Python installer package. So let me show you this. So pip, this is a Python installer package, which actually pip stands for like preferred installer program. So but this is very useful tool to install various Python packages. And in case if you want to install Python of certain library of Python package, So you have to run a command like pip install and you have to give the package name. So here now we are within this OKS environment. Here let me give one of the Python package installation. So I would like to install Pandas, which was one of the popular Python library. So you should be doing pip install Pandas, and you can specify the version of the Pandas planning to install. So I would like to install something like 1.2, or in case if you don't specify anything, it is going to take the latest version and then install it. So let's say I want to install the latest version, so did not specify any version here. So it is downloading Pandas 1.4.3, which was the latest version available at the moment. So, and it will also download all the required packages, all the dependencies of that package, and it will also install them. You can see it has installed Pandas latest version here, and along with this it has also installed dependencies which were like NumPy. It was 1.23.1, and there were Python date util and PyTZ and 6. These were the libraries which it has installed along with it. So now let's see like what are the various libraries that are available in this Python virtual environment. So for that you should use this command which was Conda list. That is going to list you all the Python libraries that are available here. You can see it like Pandas 1.4.3, which was the package which was installed just some time ago. Now if you want to exit from the virtual environment, you can do Conda deactivate. Now you can observe it was no more OKS in front, right? So now it was not in any virtual environment. And in case now, if you just do Conda activate instead of doing activate OKS like we did before, so it is going to take the base environment which was available by default. So and now just to check, like let's do Conda list. So you can see this is quite a different list of packages that is available from the package which I have created earlier. This has like very few libraries, but when you take the base environment, it has a lot of libraries, and even you can check the Python version, so that would also be available here. Yeah, I can see the Python version here is like 3.9.12, but the one which we have installed earlier, I mean created the virtual environment before, so that was having a Python version of 3.8.13. So that was the difference here. The virtual environment will give us access to create like various isolated Python versions along with the combinations of different requirements, because like each a project will have different set of like requirements, right? So it is going to using this virtual environment, it is easy for us to install like the specific requirements and then like manage between like two different virtual environments or three like or multiple.